Disappointment.
Football dictates can be a cruel, cruel game. It has been Bayern Munich tonight, but it takes nothing away from these Chelsea players. They've shown a commitment to each other, a commitment to the interim manager that they were going to do something this season.
There isn't even a sweat patch on it. No way.
Maxi! And you've got to take your hat off to them. And on the day that West Ham United return to the Premier League, where there's delight in East and West London, there's heartache in North London, for Tottenham Hotspur will not take part in next season's Champions League.
Well, that is incredible as well. But look at the scenes out on the field at the moment. John Terry in there, the old brigade, told that they were too old and maybe they've said their time with Chelsea. And they had to move things along. They had no longer have a part to play. Well, they've had the part to play. Terry not tonight.
No, leave for us. Come on, leave. Bring him out for a walk.
He's been a leader. He's been committed to Chelsea Football Club. As has Frank Lampard, who's anti-10 for his game tonight.
She's missing Chester. Anton, don't put him in here Tuesday.
There's a despair when you lose a penalty shootout. By the other side of the field,
There's
the
the
joy of winning it, and the
music.
Chelsea players can't believe what's unfolded this season. Losing their manager, ABB, that didn't work out. Di Matteo's came in, he's brought the team together, and the old heads have done what they've had to do.
I just want to see this.
When it's man to lose in the final. And I'm sure John Terry and Frank Lampard can't wait to get their hands on that coveted trophy. A special night for Chelsea Football Club. These players so disappointed. Chelsea's moment has finally arrived. Yeah, well, keep on about Di Matteo. You know, there is speculation at the moment that he isn't going to be involved as manager next season. I mean, that is what we've heard and what is going around Munich. Even if he was to win tonight, that there was going to be a new manager in place. But you know what? After what he's done and what he's achieved, I'll tell you what, I've been one strong chairman, one strong owner to let go. FA Cup winner, Champions League winner, and if that's not enough, then what is?
We have one like that
That's
again.
what we're told, and that's what the rumour is around the stadium. Even if he was to win tonight, he still wouldn't be enough. But you know what? The Chelsea fans are not worrying about that. That's for another day. For them, he's been out there celebrating with their fans. This is the competition that they have wanted so much. There's Ivanovic, who could play tonight, sitting on the crossbar. John Terry, with his suit off now. It's all about joining in with their teammates, enjoying the occasion.
He's trying to get Max out because he's annoying Max.
Dream of as a youngster, becoming a professional, then the ultimate at club level, winning the Champions League. Ashley Cole came up trumps. David Luiz, we thought he wouldn't be involved in this after picking up injury, scoring one of the penalties. This is what football dreams are made of. Fernando Torres, they'll talk about 50 million failure. Scored in the semi-final against Barcelona, and now added the Champions League to the massive collection of trophies that he's won. World Cup winner, Europe Champions League winner. Absolutely fantastic. Well, it's a night of joy and it's a night of sorrow. Schweinsteiger disappointed in the shootout, but Arjen Robben had the winning possibly from the penalty spot in extra time and missed. Bayern Munich had their chances all the way through. Chelsea had one corner and scored the equalising goal. And Bayern Munich, for all that they had, like Barcelona before them, have fallen before the fate that is Chelsea Football Club this season. Bill, another incredible night.
Incredible night indeed. And Emma, you said earlier on, you talked about fate, and fate has delivered.
It has. It's a remarkable story. They lost it on penalties. They've gone there without John Terry, who's, you know, the great leader of the club. And three other players suspended as well. They're playing in Munich against the home side.
John Terry?
I have to say, Roberto Di Matteo, who took over when they lost 3-1 away to Napoli in the Champions League, has turned the club around in a dramatic way. George Hamilton that he wasn't going to be the manager next year. We have no information.
But that speculation has been released all over the place.
The way Mr. Hamilton said it, it was as if he knew and stated that as a fact. Robert, I'd just like to give our viewers the information. We don't have that information.
That's been already said by Ray Hopkins. That is speculation.
There's a rumour. If he were to lose his job, it would be incredible. Because he's marshalled the forces at his disposal tonight to get a result. He did an amazing job against Barcelona. And of course, Drogba scored the winning penalty, scored the equalising goal tonight. It's a great football story. It's a remarkable story. And I'm very, very happy for Chelsea. I think if Di Matteo were to lose his job now, it would say something not very nice about the
Check and take that thing off his head.
People would argue in many respects, Steve, that it's a crazy club, isn't it? That the sack manager is not a bucket in their success days.
And this would be the craziest managerial
sacking of all time.
I don't know. Replacement. But let's go back to the game, Bill. See, football, you can look at maybe a rugby match or a basketball match where one team enjoys so much possession over another. It usually means that they win. Football is totally different. Now, we've seen Chelsea get through two very difficult games against Barcelona in much the same manner as they've done tonight. They defended brilliantly. Bayern didn't handle the pressure. The big players like Robin, like Ribery, Mario Gomez up front had a terrible game.
I just come up with the thing on this.
They didn't handle the pressure, whereas Chelsea always looked comfortable with their game plan. And it worked in the end. It worked because Drogba got an unbelievable goal from a header. And I think in the end, they handled the pressure. Chelsea handled the pressure. Eamon, I think, said they were confident. They showed they were confident. Although they were outplayed for large parts of the game, I think they believed in their game plan.
John? Yeah. Well, I think they deserved it, Bill. You know, and I think the lads have. Did they really deserve it, John? They do, yeah, because Bayern Munich had a chance to win it, right? And they got a goal in front, and they didn't take. You have to, whatever, all the game changes at different stages, Stuart. And then you got a goal in front, then you have to say, right, we tighten up. When they lost the goal, the first corner kick that Chelsea had, that's right. And I think Chelsea did show great spirit in Barcelona match and this particular game. You don't win it in one game, and I think they did extremely well. And I think if Di Matteo doesn't get the job, then it says something very, very...
You made a very interesting point, though, in your column in the Herald. You said he was a navigator rather than a manager.
In the world, am I?
I think that the circumstances which he took over the job were very, very difficult. He was the coach along with Polish and apparently wasn't popular with the players. So it wasn't an easy job for him to take up. But whatever way he's done it, well, he's managed the players well, he's got them on side, they've got them working together. So I think he's navigated the ship in very, very strong, and he's navigated it well, and I think he deserves a chance.
Okay.
Haven't done what he's done with the club. Why can't he continue it next year?
Okay. All right. We'll talk about that in due course. But let's return now to the presentation ceremony in Munich.
Scenes all around of despair, but say this about the Bayern Munich fans, the majority of them are still in place. What was made in the introduction to the programme in one of the interviews, that Munich fans, they don't lose their own themselves when things go wrong. And they've stayed here to watch this and to be with their team in their toughest hour.
Yeah, well, I think it's right. It's showing a guard of honour from the Chelsea players. You know, they're lining up on the side, applauding the Bayern Munich players as they go through to collect their runners-up medals, which is not what you want as a footballer. But they can feel hard done by. You know, they had the chance to win it. They were 3 minutes away from winning the trophy.
They still get paid millions.
Had a chance in
Even if they lose, they still get paid millions.
The ex-Chelsea player from the penalty spot couldn't convert. But all along, he just wanted that Chelsea's name was on it. The commitment, their attitude. He couldn't fault in Chelsea. Yeah, they didn't play as well as they can do. Didn't create as many chances as they would have liked. But there was a resolve about them, a belief about them.
What was the goalkeeper doing?
With the spoils, that all-important trophy.
The goalkeeper
I think the game is played in the right spirit, George, all along. These are two teams who've got a lot of respect for each other, and I think you're seeing it now as the Bayern Munich players walk between the Chelsea players. That's genuine. That's not just for the cameras, that's a genuine regard and respect for Bayern Munich.
Out of sight, through the bowels of the stadium, alone with their thoughts, to re-emerge on the tribune of honour and meet the president of UEFA, Michel Platini, making a walk they'd rather not have to make.
That's what you don't want to make, George. You know, you're delighted in the final, and that's why so many Bayern Munich fans have stayed behind. Just to say thank you to the players for their efforts this season. It hasn't been a great season as far as the league title is concerned. They lost in the cup to Dortmund last weekend, and the fact of the matter is they've lost to Chelsea tonight. So from that point of view, it's been a tough season for them. And you know what? You get stronger from situations like this. If they never get this situation again, they'll learn from the experience, as Chelsea have when they lost to Man United on penalties. They came through it this time.
May have taken 4 years, but eventually they made it. Bayern Munich, disappointment. Most of these players will have to pick themselves up for the European Championship. The bulk of the German squad is based in this club. Olic, of course, we mentioned, playing for Croatia. Croatia meeting Ireland in 3 weeks' time in the opening game of the 2012 Ireland. Manuel Neuer, who's had a great season at Bayern Munich. Michel Platini handing out the silver medals. The medals they really didn't want to have.
As you say, George, well, it's tough for these players. You know, they go away, they're going to go to their international teams now, get themselves prepared for 3 weeks' time, when they'll be representing the country, the Euros. Arjen Robben, what frame of mind is he going to be in when he goes to represent Holland? You know, he knows he could have been a legend for Bayern Munich tonight. And I think it's just a special word there from Michel Platini as he went by, and it showed to the coach as well, who's worked so hard for his club this season. No reward for them.
Interesting, there were 8 Germans in the Bayern Munich starting 11 tonight. You go through the Chelsea team. It was Gary Cahill, Ashley Cole, Frank Lampard and Ryan Bertrand. 4 of the English contingent in the Chelsea squad. But the Bundesliga does tend to set great store by having Germans playing at home. And as I say, the bulk of the German squad for Euro 2012, the bulk of the first team.
Yeah, great season for Chelsea, aren't they? Led by the interim manager, Roberto Di Matteo, a special night for Roberto. He's only been in charge for such a short space of time. He's brought them glory in the FA Cup against Liverpool. And now, the dream of the owner, Roman Abramovich, was to win this trophy. And he has delivered for that man, as is his team. The joy of winning is etched in every Chelsea player's face as they walk up their steps. No pains now. All the energy in the world has got now to go and receive this trophy. What a night for young Bertrand. His first European match has turned out to be a winning one in the final of the Champions League. Well, how do you top that as a young man in your footballing career? Very difficult.
Roberto Di Matteo. And on he goes. 1998, Chelsea won the old Cup Winners' Cup. They beat Stuttgart, German opposition, in Stockholm. Roberto Di Matteo and his assistant Eddie Newton both played in that game. And tonight, they have masterminded success in the Champions League. Di Matteo certainly went from Eddie Newton coaching the lower leagues. And here they are, having achieved Di Matteo with a tear in his eye. Swiss born, Italian international, Chelsea interim manager as he's called, and can hardly believe that he's standing here now.
Well, he just had a special word there with Roman Abramovich, the owner, as he went up. He might have been along the lines, you owe me now. You know, if he were to lose his job now, what an incredible decision that would be. Time will tell, but he's not going to worry about that at the moment. He's just going to enjoy the moment. Special night for Roberto. Probably didn't envisage at the start of the season he would be walking up the steps as Chelsea manager for that special trophy. Chelsea's name now on it.
Well, he was a Chelsea legend before he got this job. He will be a Chelsea legend forevermore. Scored the fastest goal for Chelsea in the FA Cup final. Happened to be for Chelsea, but was the fastest goal. And now just enjoying the moment. And rightly so. Steadied the ship, turned it around, and brought them home with a cup.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just the Chelsea players who get up to receive the medals and the trophy. You know, I'm just looking on the pitch at the backroom staff. And a lot of physios there, and a lot of people who work behind the scenes. I can see a few friends of mine who used to work at other clubs standing on the pitch at the moment.